Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hello, everybody, and we welcome you to the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois, and we want to alert you to a couple of things here. We're still a little bit of time away from the start of tonight's game between Roosevelt and Purdue-Northwest, and in addition, we also want to let you know we're having some technical issues here with our internet connectivity at the Edge, and so we have had to go to our backup plan, which is right now to provide you with a live audio call of the game tonight, and we're hoping that our connection stays stable. We have a little indicator on our laptop that tells us the level of stability, and it does kind of greatly fluctuate. So we want to apologize for that, as we had planned to do live video tonight, but right now, at least for the moment, not able to do so. We'll try to fix that as the evening goes along, but for right now, we will try for a live audio feed, and when we start our game, we'll be back on the air for our what will unfortunately have to be a radio call tonight, as it'll be Roosevelt going up against Purdue-Northwest. The Zamboni continues to sweep the ice here pregame. It is senior night as well, so we'll have all of that for you coming up, as we're already near about 7:40 p.m. Central Time. My guess is that the first puck drop will be at about 8 p.m., and hopefully we'll be able to bring you a good game tonight. And again, we thank you for your understanding, and we apologize as we get ready to go for hockey this evening here at the Edge in Bensenville, Illinois. So we'll continue to pipe in some sound for you, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you again some hockey shortly. Roosevelt against Purdue-Northwest from the Edge in Bensenville. We'll be back here with you in about 10 minutes or so, and at that time our broadcast, we should be pretty close to starting our broadcast at that time.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk, a message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How is your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
From the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois, this evening, Roosevelt University Athletics on the Roosevelt University Lakers YouTube channel brings you Roosevelt University men's hockey ACHA Division I action tonight. The season concluding matchup between the host Roosevelt University Lakers and the visiting Pride from Purdue-University Northwest. Hello again, everybody, and good evening. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us here as we get underway on Senior Night 2026. Danny Bazach and as well Tanner Hallett, the two seniors for Roosevelt, being honored here tonight. And we come on the air again, and we reiterate, we had a little bit of an announcement earlier on after our stream began. We're having a little bit of a connectivity issue tonight here at the Edge, and we've had to fall back on our plan B, which is to hopefully provide a stable audio stream for you, and we'll have to, at least for the moment, stay with a live audio radio call for you. So we appreciate your patience, and we hope that we'll be able to give you a good call tonight as these two teams meeting for the second night in a row. Last night at the Cube in Hammond, Purdue-Northwest winning it by a final of 11-4. Game number 2 of the weekend series to close out the season now underway. Roosevelt going as we look at it from our right to left. Purdue-Northwest left to right. Lakers won the opening faceoff, but now Purdue-Northwest getting it back, and they'll dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. Lakers trying to bring it out now. Puck being knocked around. Sent over now wide to the left side. Tanner Hallett trying to track it down there in the far corner. A couple of players getting piled up there. Now it got sent over to the far boards, and now the Lakers coming back through the neutral zone as a couple of more Pride players take a tumble. Here's a shot that never left the ice. It slides wide to the right side. That came in from Lucas Karowski for Roosevelt. Purdue-Northwest with a puck back. Dump back in now near side, and it went back in to the far corner. Now the Lakers trying to take it back. They rink wide it to the near side. Bank now back along the near half board. It caroms all the way back to the end boards. Harbor Castle in the net tonight for Roosevelt. He came in relief last night in the game which Purdue-Northwest won by a score of 11-4. Purdue-Northwest able to get the puck back as they'll play it back now to the right wing point. Fired in from there. Looked like that one came in there from Colin Leduc, who had a hat trick last night before everybody got settled in at the Cube. He has it back now at the midpoint. Lines up a wrist shot, and an inadvertent redirect off the skate went wide to the left side. Puck now going to the end boards, and now over to the far corner. Trying to get to it there. Kohler Crozier for the Lakers. Pinned against the boards by a couple of players. The puck came loose. Lakers able to get it back now. Drake Adams kicks it ahead to himself with his right skate. Now it got poked away, came to the near side. Taken back now by Purdue-Northwest. They'll try to feed it ahead. Deflected over to the far side. Now the Pride able to bring it into the Lakers zone on the left wing side. Drop back pass to the far point, then backhanded into the far corner, and then around to the near side. Oh, a little backhander here. Got jammed up, and now it got played back in behind the net again. Over to the far side now. Taking top half of the far circle. Pride now move it back in behind the net. They'll throw it in front, covered up by Harbor Castle, and a little of a face-off coming up. Also, a little bit of a warning here. Purdue-Northwest, the fonts on their numbers are extremely, at times, difficult to discern the difference. So I'm going to try as best I can to be able to identify the players. They're wearing the black sweaters with the light gold numerals. And so we'll have a face-off coming up here now for Purdue-Northwest and Roosevelt. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Puck now back into the far corner. Pushed back in behind the Roosevelt net. Now it got pushed again into the right wing corner. Now it got thrown back in front of the net here, and the Lakers able to take it back. That puck was precariously sitting right in front of the crease. Now the Lakers able to dump it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone, and we'll have a face-off on the way. Just underway in the game. 17 minutes and change remaining here in the opening period. No score between Roosevelt and Purdue-Northwest. So our season closing game, having to clear some hurdles for our broadcast here tonight. As we'll have a face-off now at center ice. And we are back and underway as the Pride won the draw. Got dumped in here along the near boards as it was tossed in by Sam Morganti. Went into the right wing corner, battled for there, came back now toward the near half board. Morganti trying to get to it there. Got help there a little bit, as right there as well. Had a couple of teammates right behind him, but now the Lakers able to take it back. They'll dump it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Goes back in behind the Pride net. Now Purdue-Northwest able to take it back. They'll drop it now into the near corner. And here come the Pride. They'll rink wide it over to the far side. Puck now deflecting around. Taken back here now by Roosevelt. Was able to get to the puck was Luke Watterson, who had a goal last night for the Lakers. Lakers into the Pride zone. Quick shot here. Whistles wide to the right side. Now it came flying around to the near boards, and Purdue-Northwest able to put it back into the Lakers zone. A chase to the puck here, trying to get to it here for the Lakers. That looks like it's going to be Peter Christofides. He was bothered from behind there by Dylan DeCoe, and now it'll be played back here toward the near boards. Pride now dump it back into the near corner in the Roosevelt zone. It goes hopping into the near corner. Thrown in front here, a little bit of a mini scramble. Came back down to the high slot. A drive in from there. That got blocked by the defense. That drive coming in here from the high slot, and now it got played back around to the near side and dumped back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Now it goes back over far side. Lakers now trying to get it back in the neutral zone. Got deflected here to the near side. It slides back into the Roosevelt zone in the near corner. Put back in now behind the net. Battled for there. Now it came back over to the far boards as the Lakers try to advance it. They'll bring it up the far boards across the Pride line now. Mike Abrego trying to feed it to the near circle. That puck then got tapped away, came here to the left wing half board, and now Purdue-Northwest able to clear it back into the Roosevelt zone. Back to retrieve it here now for the Lakers. That's going to be Lucas Karowski. Banks it along the far boards back toward the Purdue-Northwest blue line. Got popped into the air. A couple of Pride players tried to knock it down. Now it came back out to center. Battled for here. Oh, the puck then was sitting there for about a second and a half. Pride able to take it back. They'll bring it across the line. Quick shot here, and Harbor Castle will save, and there will be a face-off coming up. So a bit of a stretch there without a stoppage. 0-0 game in the early going here at the edge. That last shot coming in there from Francisco Carlo Denti for Purdue-Northwest. We'll have a face-off far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Bryce Jacobson, it looks like, on the draw for Purdue-Northwest. Lakers won the face-off. They'll bring it up the far boards, tossed it across the Purdue-Northwest blue line, and then a backhander from the far circle got deflected away, came back around now to the near side, and it came back out and out of the right wing point. Lakers able to control there. Pass for Blake Martino in the high slot, deflecting into the air and out of play, and a little face-off coming up. .15 minutes and change remaining here in the first period. No score in the game. Face-off coming up now, far circle to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Caleb Krill and goal tonight for the Pride. Puck into the far corner now. Purdue-Northwest trying to clear as they work it up the far side. Trying to give a little push there as well. A couple of Pride players, but now the Pride able to bring it back out along the near side. The long pass to Leduc. He tried to drop it back now to the near point. Got it back, fed it in the slot. Quick shot and a save by Harbor Castle. Puck came back out over to the far side. Lakers back the other way in a 3-on-2. Martino feeds it over to the far side to Abrego. Fed it in, looked like it hit the back of the net. Carried into the left wing corner. Battled for there. Martino trying to get it back. Loses it. Now Purdue-Northwest able to get it again. They'll play it up the far boards and across the red line. Flipped in deep. It slides by about 3 players. Went into the far corner. A backhand centering pass came from there, but no one there for Purdue-Northwest, and the Lakers able to bring it out of the zone. They'll bring it across the blue line, top of the far circle, into the slot. Splitting 2 defenders, but then not getting a shot away there. As the puck came back out to center, that was Kevin Euler, the Lakers' leading scorer this year as far as goals go. Couldn't get a shot away, so he split 2 defenders. Puck to the top of the far circle, fired in from there, but it went wide to the right side, just to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. Puck still in the Pride zone, came around now to the near corner. Taken back here to the high slot. A drive from there. Save made by Krill. Rebound came to the near circle, and the Lakers couldn't get a secondary shot away. Christofides with that first shot there. Came down to the near side to Tanner Hallett. He'll skate it into the near corner. Tanner, one of the 2 seniors honored before the game tonight, along with Denny Bazach. Here's Watterson. He sends an Arister. Top of the slot. Save, rebound, they score! And the Lakers are on the board to start this game tonight as they pick up the tally, and they lead it 1-0. They capitalize on the rebound and give the goal to Kevin Euler, and the Lakers are on top 1-0 here early in the game. So Kevin Euler gets the goal at 6:01 on the rebound, and Roosevelt with the lead, and they win the draw. They quickly bring it back across the Purdue-Northwest line, and a line drive shot fired into the near corner, taken back, though, by Purdue-Northwest. They rink-wind it over to the far side. The Lakers applying pressure there, and they're able to get the puck back there. I think that was Bowen Lopez getting to it here. He'll skate it up the near board, spins away from a defender, but in doing so, he lost possession of the puck, and Purdue-Northwest now able to take it back. Long stretch pass, and they'll bring it now toward the Laker blue line. Dylan DeCoe with it there. Put it back in now toward the end boards. Came around now to the near side. Came back here, near circle. Lakers able to take it back. Here's Abrego across the Purdue-Northwest line. Skates into the near circle. Not able to hold on to it. Mike Abrego able to track it down near corner. Then he rings it around the boards over to the right wing corner. Thrown in toward the net from there. Scrambled in front of the net. It came loose, went over to the far side, and the Pride able to lift it back out of the Lakers, out of their own zone. Knocked down here at center ice. Good play there at center ice for the Lakers by Mark Abrego. Now it got played back into the Purdue-Northwest zone, and the Pride able to take it back. They'll bring it up the near side now. Dumped in, and it'll go flying wildly to the far side as a line change coming on here now for Purdue-Northwest, and the Lakers able to take it back far side. They put it up ahead now through the neutral zone. Got pushed around there a little bit. Went back over to the far side and taken again now by Roosevelt. They'll play it to the near side. Drake Adams across the Pride line on the left wing side. Goes bottom of the near circle, skates it back in behind the net. Now into the far corner he goes. Still with it. He's going to go 360 degrees, fire a wrist shot, got deflected wide to the right. Puck now back in behind the Pride net. Battled for here. Came back now. Oh, it's still jammed up. I thought they were going to push it to the near boards. Now that's what happens eventually. And the Lakers able to take it back. They'll play it now. Here's Drake Adams. Bottom hash marks near circle. Flipped it back into the end boards. Took a check but stayed on his skates. Went over to the far corner now. And a scrum ensuing there. Now got played back to the right wing point. Lakers applying great pressure here. Puck now over to the far side. Backhanded into the Pride, into the far corner in the Pride zone. Pride now will bring it out. Here's Denty with it now. He'll bring it up the near boards across the red line into the Lakers zone. Denty has it high slot, fires it in. Stick save made by Harbor Castle, and then it went off his stick and into the netting above the net here to the right. So we'll have a face-off on the way. End to end here, each team with 5 shots on goal. It's a 1-0 Roosevelt lead. New puck has been thrown into play, and again, I want to remind you, if you're logging on, we are limited to live audio tonight due to connectivity issues, technical gremlins tonight. We apologize for that. Here's the face-off, far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net, won by Purdue-Northwest. And they'll lob it back in along the dasher board it goes, back in behind the Roosevelt net. Lakers now trying to take it back. Leduc applying pressure defensively here. Got it back, fires it in, and it whistles wide to the far side, and Karam's into the far corner. Taken back now by Roosevelt. With it there, Tanner Hallett banks it along the far side glass, came back down at center ice, and Purdue-Northwest with it back again. They'll play it around now to the near side. Connor Picard, I believe, with it there. Fed it up ahead into the Lakers zone. Anthony Bagnoli trying to track it down there for Purdue-Northwest. Goes back in behind the net, went into the far corner now. Contact by both teams in the far corner as both teams applying some hits. And now it'll be taken back here by Roosevelt. They'll bring it back behind their own net and around to the near circle. Player taken down, game goes on. Lakers turn it over. But Purdue-Northwest, they were able to work it into the slot, but no shot was available. Went into the far corner as it got poked away. Now it came back around here to the near side. Purdue-Northwest controlling. Back to the near point, and they let it slide back out to center. Powell had it, lost it, has to retrieve it center ice. Pride have to get back outside. They bring it across the Laker line. Into the far corner it goes. Now backhanded in toward the net. They're going to try another backhander. Laker defense shutting that effort down, and the Pride bring it back out now around to the near point. Fired in here from the near side. Got poked around there in front of the net, and it slides into the right wing corner. Puck came around now to the near boards. And again, the Lakers not able to clear. Pride able to get it back once again. Solberg with it looks like far side. Played it now toward the goal. Got deflected over to the far boards. Battled for here. And Purdue-Northwest able to get it back. They'll bring it around. Pass here to the slot. Got poked away. Got pushed back behind the net. Roosevelt able to take it back. Lakers trying to clear the zone. They're able to play it to center, but now taken back by Purdue-Northwest. Hobbs with it. Dumps it into the far corner. Bounces back there. Taken by Bowen Lopez for Roosevelt. He'll ring it around the boards now to the near side. Came back to center. Up the near boards the Lakers go. Here's Micah Brago across the line. Fires it in. Shot save. Rebound. Came bouncing here to the near side as that shot came in from the near circle from Micah Brago. Taken back now by Purdue-Northwest. They'll bank it along the far boards and then dump it back into the Roosevelt line from the top of the center circle. New personnel on the ice here for Purdue-Northwest. Morganti and Deco among them here as the Lakers now, they'll dump it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Off the end boards it goes, went back behind the Purdue-Northwest net. Pride able to take it back in their own end. They rink wide into the far side, no one home. Trying to get to it there, taking a swipe at it there. That was for the Lakers, Mark Abrego. He had it knocked away and he had to chase it down all the way back into his own corner. He had to go halfway back the other way across the rink to get to that puck. Purdue-Northwest brings it across the Roosevelt line. It got sent into the far corner now. Michael Simona tracking it down for Roosevelt. He played it up ahead. Here come the Lakers through the neutral zone. Across the line, a little drop back pass here, and Roosevelt called for offside, and we'll have a face-off on the way. And after the whistle, Drake Adams, it looks like taking a fall, and he's slow getting up right on the face-off dot on the near circle to our left. .8:40 remaining in the first period. And we have a penalty coming up now for Purdue-Northwest. This will be Benji Rutkai he'll get a 2-minute minor, and so the first power play opportunity of the game going for Roosevelt here. Face-off coming up far circle to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Puck bouncing into the toward the far half board. Danny Bazach giving chase there, had it knocked away. Trying again a second time. Now it slides into the far corner. Now the Lakers play it back to the right wing point. From there, it looks like it's going to be Watterson firing in the shot. Got deflected here to the near circle. Came back now to the near point as Blake Martino able to keep it in. He advances at about 10 feet. Purdue-Northwest tried to clear it. It hit one of the Lakers in the back. Came back into the Pride zone, and now Purdue-Northwest able to clear back into the RU zone. Lakers bring it back now. They'll angle it across the red line into the Pride zone on the right wing side. They'll drop it here back now to the midpoint. And around the perimeter, bottom hash marks near circle now. With it there is going to be Blake Martino. Feeds it in back behind the net. Pass around now to the right wing, back out high now to Watterson. High slot shooting, never got through. And Purdue-Northwest trying to clear. And they do clear all the way back left to right. 1:03 remaining here on the Roosevelt penalty, on the Purdue-Northwest penalty. Oh my goodness! I was just checking the time, look back, and 3 players were sliding in unison all the way into the far corner. They're all backing on their skates, and now it went into the far corner. Again, I was checking the penalty time, look back, and the collision had already occurred, so I didn't see what happened. Anyway, the puck now bounces back all the way into the Roosevelt zone as Purdue-Northwest able to clear it almost the length of the rink. 38 seconds to go on the penalty now. As the Laker power play continuing on the ice, they lead the game 1-0. They'll angle it across the blue line into the Pride zone. Goes Bowen Lopez, spins, had it knocked away from behind. Purdue-Northwest trying to bring it out. They were able to do so. 1-on-2s, they bring it across the line. Played now to the near side. Quick shot, and it went off the right shoulder of Harbor Castle and back into the far corner. Good effort there. Powell on the shot. Top hash marks near circle, but it stays 1-0. Lakers try to bring it out, and now Bowen Lopez taken down from behind. We may have another penalty coming up here to Purdue-Northwest. 10 seconds remain on the current penalty here to Rutkai. And we'll see. Yep, it'll be a second Pride player. This will be Chase Sahlberg getting a 2-minute minor. And so for 10 seconds, the Lakers will have a 5-on-3. And for 1:50, they'll have a continuation of the conventional power play, if you will. Danny Bazach face-off far circle to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Here comes the draw. Slides to the far half board. Taken there by Danny Bazach. He'll feed it back to the right wing point. Lakers now played around to the near side. Back down to Watterson. Right side, Bazach. Again to Watterson to the midpoint. Watterson dishes it far circle. Quick shot from there. And a save made by Krill. And he holds on and will have a face-off on the way. So the first penalty now for Purdue-Northwest has expired. The second one still has 1:46 to run. So Sahlberg remains in the penalty box. 1-0 Roosevelt with the lead. Face-off coming up far circle to the left of the Pride net. Danny Bazach on the draw for the Lakers. Came back now to the right wing point as Roosevelt wins the face-off. Watterson dropped it back now for Bazach. Spins a pass far circle again. Off the stick of Watterson. He has to go back and get it in the far corner. Tried to feed it in front. Broken up, and now Purdue-Northwest able to clear all the way left to right. Came back now into the near corner. And taken now by Blake Martino for Roosevelt. Martino banks it along the far boards. Return pass to Martino. He returns it again to the far boards. Lakers bring it across the line. Drop back pass now for Tanner Hallett. Getting away from one defender. Threw it in front at a sharp angle. It hit the far side of the net. Carried out into the high slot. Now Purdue-Northwest clears. Here's Leduc across the Laker line looking for a short-hander. And a blocker saved by Harbor Castle as it went into the far corner. Lakers able to take it back. 1 minute remaining on their power play. They bring it across the Pride line. Bowen Lopez tried to split 2 defenders. That did not work out well at all. Taken back now by Purdue-Northwest. To go with it, far circle. Rings it around the boards now to the near side. And it came around to the near board still. Lobbed high into the air. Oh, that had a lot of air under it there. That was a perfect parabolic flight on that lob out of the zone. Lakers bring it in deep. Quick shot. Krill able to make the save on a point-blank shot coming in there from Drake Adams. Now far circle with it. Euler had it knocked away. Adams got to it. Dropped it back now to the right wing point. 25 seconds to go on the Laker power play. Lakers try to play it now into the far corner again. They'll work it back in behind the Pride net. Puck now came around to the near boards. Lakers not able to keep it in as the Pride able to clear it back all the way left to right. Taken by Harbor Castle. Now back behind the net, here's Bowen Lopez. 5 seconds to go on the Sahlberg penalty. Lopez banks it now to the near boards. Up the near boards, across the line, Kevin Euler. And a whistle as Sahlberg, just as he came out of the penalty box, a whistle And I was watching Solberg come out of the box, didn't see the signal. Did he come out too early? He's heading back into the penalty box. We'll see what that may be all about. Well, they gave him another penalty, 2 minutes. So this is going to be almost a 6-minute power play for Roosevelt, in effect. They called him, I think, for was that for too many men? All right, here's the face-off, far circle now to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. I wonder if they called that for too many men on the ice. Anyway, the Laker power play continuing. Blake Martino, low line drive, and a save made by Krill, and he'll cover it up here. Caleb Krill, and will have a face-off on the way. 1:51 to go on this latest Purdue-Northwest penalty. Here's the draw. Came to the top of the near circle. Kicked back to Blake Martino. Around to the right side to Watterson. He fires it in. Blocked by the defense, and then a whistle. So now 1:44 remaining on the penalty here to Solberg, who has had a long rest in the penalty box. He came out for about a second, then was told to go back in, and then the penalty timer showed another penalty on him. So the power play continuing. Face-off coming up far circle now to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Here comes the draw. Oh, not yet. There we go. It went to the inboards. And the Pride able to ring it around now to the near side, all the way back to the Roosevelt zone. Blake Martino back to retrieve here now for Roosevelt. He has it in the near corner. Steers it back in behind his own net. 90 seconds remaining on this now almost marathon Roosevelt power play, as they lead it to the Lakers 1-0. Kevin Euler the goal at 6:01 of the period. Fed in front here, and Euler taken down. He went high into the air, took a hard fall near the far post, went back now to the far corner, taken back by the Lakers. They'll ring it around now to the near side. With it here is Mike Abrego into the near circle, shooting from the near face-off dot. Didn't go far, got deflected back in behind the net. Went over to the far side now. Lakers able to continue with possession. 1:01 remaining on the penalty. Here's Abrego, top of the near circle. Oh, he tried to jam that through a bunch of players that were all scrambling in the slot. Somehow it got through and it went into the end boards. Carried all the way back into the Roosevelt zone. Lakers dump it back in, and now Purdue-Northwest back to retrieve. And we have a whistle here for the icing. 47 seconds remaining on the Purdue-Northwest penalty. 1-0 Roosevelt with a lead. .333 remains here in period number one. Face-off far circle now to the right of the Roosevelt net. Taken by Bowen Lopez here for the Lakers. Lopez standing in behind his own cage. Now he'll bring it out as the Lakers move it again right to left here in the opening frame. Rink wide pass to the near side. Banks along the near boards. Catching up to it, Jack Quigley skates in deep. Tried to backhand it home on a jammer attempt there. Didn't work out. It went ultimately back behind the Pride net. Thrown in front, scramble here, and now Krill is able to cover it up. And multiple officials quickly move in to break up a little bit of a skirmish that seemed to be developing, but everything okay. 23 seconds remaining on the Roosevelt power play. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in period number one. 1-0 Roosevelt with a lead. Roosevelt out shooting Purdue-Northwest 14-7 in this game. Face-off coming up far circle now to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Old-fashioned live audio for you tonight, and again, we appreciate your understanding and apologize. Here's the face-off, top hash marks far circle, won by Purdue-Northwest. It was Easton Talk who ran it around the boards now to the near side, taken by the Lakers in the neutral zone. Back now around the near side to Drake Adams. He played it up ahead, Quigley across the line, tried to feed it ahead to Abrego, who fell down in the process just as the puck got to him, and that allowed Purdue-Northwest to clear. Taken back now by Roosevelt. They'll bank it along the far boards, and they'll try to bring it through center ice. The penalty, at long last, from Purdue-Northwest point of view, is over. And now here's Leduc across the line here, ran into a defender, and taken back now by Roosevelt. They'll bring it up the far boards into the Pride zone on the right wing side. This is a 2-on-3. They get a shot away anyway, but it whistles wide right. Came around to the near side and now got pushed back into the far corner. Under 3 minutes remaining in the period. 1-0 Roosevelt with a lead. Puck now into the far corner again. And who wants it? It'll be Purdue-Northwest able to get possession. Long pass here. Misses the mark by about 10 feet. It banks back into the Roosevelt zone. Michael Solmona back to take it there now for RU. He'll bring it around the boards over to the far side, lift it back out to center. Taken again now by Purdue-Northwest. They'll backhand it into the near corner. Back in behind the net it goes. Battled for here. Now it got swung around to the right wing half board. Lakers able to clear it. Pinballs around off of about 3 players. Came to the near side, and now Purdue-Northwest has the puck. They'll bring it up the near boards. Fed up ahead, and then deflected over to the far side, and then dump back into the Roosevelt zone. To the end boards, it'll be icing called here on Purdue-Northwest. .137 for the period. Lakers lead 1-0. Face-off near circle to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. Here comes the draw. Came here to the left wing half board. Lobbed out of play there from the near boards by Purdue-Northwest. And we'll have a face-off on the way. New personnel coming onto the ice now for the Pride. Noah Murphy coming on, among others, here for Purdue-Northwest now. Here's the draw, near circle to the right of the Pride net. Got tangled up there. Puck now pushed to the top hash marks near circle. Then it got fired back into the near corner. Several players look like almost had possession of the puck at once, if that's possible. Taken back now by Purdue-Northwest. They work it up the far boards into the Lakers zone on the left wing side. Working it in deep on a sharp angle and then pushed back in behind the net. A couple of players there trying to gain possession. Oh, got poked in front of the net, and then a little backhander went wide right. Puck came back around now to the near side, firing it again, and this time right on net, and a save from Harbor Castle's Noah Murphy. Got that shot away near the near face-off dot. Face-off on the way. Murphy took the first shot in that sequence, wound up getting to the puck in the near circle, fired it in, but it's 1-0 in favor of Roosevelt still. Lakers have outshot Purdue-Northwest now 14-8 in the game. Face off into the near corner, back in behind the net, over to the far corner it goes. We're under a minute remaining now in period number 1. Came back out to the left wing point, a blast from there, got deflected wide right. Came into high velocity, went into the near corner, now back behind the net. Able to get to it there for the Lakers now, that's Mark Abrego. Fed it up ahead along the far boards, then reversed back into the Roosevelt zone. Harbor Castle leaving it there for Mark Abrego. He has it behind his own net. Banks it along the far boards, getting by a Kohler Crozier. It came to center, then it's going to be fired right back in again by the Pride. Came back in behind the net, whistled around now to the near side. Puck rung around the boards to the near point. A couple of players there for Purdue-Northwest trying to keep it in. Can they do so? Denty was one of them. It went into the near corner now, and then back in behind the net. Roosevelt able to take it back there. Down to 13 seconds for the period. Lakers dump it back into the Pride zone. Pride will retrieve. Long dump in there from end to end almost. Came into the near corner, and it'll be an icing. It looks like an icing call on the way here. So 2 seconds remain in the period. We'll have a face-off on the way. So we'll have a face-off coming up. Question is where? The officials are conferring as we speak. 1-0 Roosevelt the lead. Now, this has been a pattern of late for Roosevelt. Last night, Purdue-Northwest winning 11-4. Lakers have had really a lot of troubles in these home-and-home series in the first games, and then they would come back and they lost a couple of games, one to a couple of weeks ago to Davenport, and then another last Saturday night after, again, in the first 2 games, both teams in those series scored in double digits, and now the players, it looks like, are going to head off the ice as we have the face-off and the puck drop, and now we have come to the end of the first period of play. So your score here at the end of one period of play, it is Roosevelt 1 and Purdue-Northwest 0. Shots on goal in the first period, Roosevelt 14, Purdue-Northwest 8. The only goal of the game coming from the stick of Kevin Euler at 6:01 of the period, and that's where we stand here now, as it is Roosevelt the lead by a score of 1-0. We are going to step aside. We're going to pipe in some sound here during the intermission, and then we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with our second period play-by-play. We'll see if we can't fix our video situation as well. So you may hear a little bit of an interruption to the stream, and then we'll be back for period number 2. As again, your score at the end of the opening 20 minutes, Roosevelt 1, Purdue-Northwest 0. You are tuned to Roosevelt University Men's Hockey.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
All right, we're back with you here live from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois. And as we've been saying tonight as well, senior night here at Bensenville. 2 seniors honored before the game this evening, Danny Bazach and Tanner Hallett. And they were honored with a ceremony before the game tonight. Danny Bazach, the senior center from Bensenville, Illinois, played here for the last 4 years, 116 games and accumulating 60 goals, 74 assists, totaling 134 points. That's a Roosevelt University record. His offensive ability making him a marked man in the GL6 conference over the course of his career, as well as the entire ACHA Division I level. Danny Bazach, one of the 2 being honored tonight. Danny considered one of the hearts and souls of the offense for the Lakers, really all the way back since his freshman year. Been a top-notch captain, penalty killer as well, and he has grown into really a complete 200-foot player over the years. And in addition to hockey, of course, Danny excelling in the classroom as well. He's an excellent student, an academic all-conference player every year. And he'll be graduating with a degree in finance and working towards a graduate school next year. He is joined tonight by his father, Vladimir Bazach and his mom, and as well as his brother and girlfriend, as Danny Bazach, one of the two seniors honored tonight. We'll tell you about Tanner Hallett as well as time permits, but right now the game about to resume. And again, back here with you via live audio tonight. We apologize for that, as we're having some technical issues tonight. So going to plan B, and we're underway with period 2. Lakers going, as we look at it, from our left to right, Purdue-Northwest right to left. Puck goes back into the Roosevelt zone. Collision there almost immediately along the end boards. Goes over toward the far corner now. A little bit of a mini scrum. Thought I heard a whistle, but that didn't happen. The game continues. And on the puck played around now to the near corner. Danny Bazach able to take it back there for the Lakers. Banked it along the far boards. Now with it is Micah Brago here for the Lakers, far side. Tried to feed it up ahead, knocked away. Came back now to the far point. And kept in by Purdue-Northwest. Here's Leduc near circle, firing it in, and a left skate save there by Harbor Castle as it went into the far corner. Roosevelt now back with it again. They'll bring it across the line. Danny Bazach into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Dropped it back far circle, right on a shot there by Micah Brago. A pad save made there by Krill. Puck went into the far corner again. So Caleb Krill coming up with a save here. Both goaltenders early on coming to the forefront of this game. Puck now came around now to the near corner. And it'll be cleared back all the way into the Roosevelt zone by Purdue-Northwest. Back to retrieve. Peter Christofides here for the Lakers. Played up ahead now toward the Purdue-Northwest blue line. Dumped in from there by Roosevelt, and now we have a whistle. So just underway here in period number 2. Just over a minute has gone by. Shots on goal in the game. Roosevelt right now at 15, Purdue-Northwest 9. That last puck going on a play. New puck has been thrown in. And we'll have a face-off on the way. Face-off coming up far circle now to the right of the... Actually, they'll bring it out now to the neutral zone. Far right dot in the neutral zone. And we have a little bit of a hesitation by the officials before dropping the puck. Final broadcast of the year here from the Edge. As we wish one and all a happy Valentine's Day. On this 14th day of February, time flying by. Started with hockey late last fall, on through the winter months. Been kind of a roller coaster ride for Roosevelt hockey. Now they're going to bring the face-off back into the Purdue-Northwest zone, which is where I thought it was going to be originally. In the end, the play-by-play announcer is in fact vindicated on that one. Here's the draw, went to the far point now, kept in there by, I believe, Michael Solmona. Rings it around the boards, back in behind the net. Kohler Crozier giving chase, can't get to it. Came here to the near boards, and now Purdue-Northwest able to clear. Here's Murphy with it. Backhand rink-wide pass over to the far side, knocked away. Taken back here now by Michael Solmona. He'll dump it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Went into the far corner, came back around now to up the far boards. Pass attempt here was fanned on. That was a swing and a miss, but now the Pride able to dump it back into the Roosevelt zone on a second try. Rung around the boards now to the near point in the Roosevelt zone. Lakers able to bring it out. Martino pushes it ahead back to the Pride blue line. Now it's helped out. He gets helped out by Kohler Crozier, who slides it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Purdue-Northwest able to take control. They'll bring it up the far side across the red line into the Lakers zone on the right wing side. Then dumped into the near corner. Trying to give chase there. Looked like that's going to be Michael Clough. Went into the far corner with it now. Spins around. Tried to deal it in front of the net. Can't do it. Brought it back around now to the near corner. Around the perimeter they go. And this puck going 360 degrees. It's back behind the net again. Came around to the near circle. Line drive shot there. Whistles wide to the right from Noah Murphy. Puck now went over to the far side. And it'll be brought back in behind the net. Came back now here to the near side. Lucas Whitehead is at the near point waiting to get the puck, but he never did, as we had a whistle. And a stoppage here as we have now a little over 17 minutes remaining here in period number 2. 1-0 Roosevelt with a lead. Line changes for both teams. Face-off will be near left dot in the neutral zone just below us. Here's the draw. Came back around now to the near boards. Taken there by Rutkai. He got drilled into the boards here. As applying the hit for Roosevelt, that was Timothy Pickrell. Purdue-Northwest getting it back. They played it to the neutral zone. Lakers now able to get to it. They dump it into the far corner in the Purdue-Northwest zone here to our right. Pride able to take it back. They'll bring it back through the neutral zone. Long pass ahead across the Laker line. Rink wide pass to the near side. No one anywhere near the puck along the near boards. Getting back to it here now for Roosevelt. That was Gabe Kruger. Rings it around the boards over to the far side now. Hard hit applied here. Pickerel wound up on the ice. Taken back by Purdue-Northwest, though. They swing it in front of the net here. Tried to jam it home on a scramble. Turned away. Now the Lakers able to clear it all the way. Left to right. And we'll have icing here on Roosevelt. Kind of a tense situation there in front of the net for Harbor Castle, but it stays a 1-0 lead here for Roosevelt. As we play here early stages of period number 2 in the season finale for the Lakers. Face off far circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here comes the draw, went to the far point, taken here by the Pride. Fired in from there, I think by Rutkai. Came back here now to the near boards. Someone got taken down. Game going on for the moment, and now I believe it got put on a play and we have a stoppage. Thought there might have been a penalty there, but no such call has been made. We do have players in the penalty box, 2 goalies for Purdue-Northwest and 1 for Roosevelt. That's Nicholas L. below us in the penalty box here, just below us and to our right. Face-off coming up near circle to the left of the Roosevelt, to the right rather of the Roosevelt net. And it'll be won by the Lakers. Tanner Hallett back behind the cage here to the left, banks it along the near boards. And Purdue-Northwest able to keep it in. Bounces through the near circle. Hallett has it again back behind his own net. Went over to the far side now, and then it'll be cleared here by Roosevelt out to center. It came back now the other way into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Several players going after it there. Now it goes back behind the Roosevelt net. Both teams scrambling to try to get possession. It's been loose for a while here. It came around now to the near corner. Purdue-Northwest not able to clear. Lakers trying to still apply pressure. Danny Bazat now slides with it over to the far corner. Bazat circling around. Brought it to the near side to Hallett. Hallett wristing it in deep. Got blocked by the defense. Came back to the near side, and now it came back out to center. Lakers able to take it back. Played now as it slides into the near corner in the Purdue-Northwest zone. Came back to the near point. Michael Somona trying to get to it. Got spun around from behind by Denty. Went into the near corner. He got it back, did Somona. Bottom of the near circle. Point blank shot. Got blocked there just in front of the net by a defender. Came back out now to the right wing point. Taken here by Bowen Lopez. Lopez skates it into the near corner, and it knocked away. Purdue-Northwest back the other way in a breakaway. They'll bring it across the line. Quick shot. Saved by Harbor Castle as the shot coming in from the high slot. Back the other way now. Lakers have it again. Rink wide it over to the far side, and then across the line. Fired in here, and it went wide to the left side by Drake Adams. Went over to the far boards. Taken back now here by Purdue-Northwest. They'll pick up the tempo. Across the line. Into the near corner. Back in behind the net now. Skating in deep. That's Spagnoli with it. Fed it in front. Scramble in front of the net. Still scramble going on. Now it got played back out to the high slot. Players down everywhere. They're all back on their skates as the puck went over to the far boards. Back in behind the net again it goes. Lakers try to ring it around the dash into the near side. Kept in now by Leduc. Fed it over to the far circle. Backhand pass in from there, right on net, and it's covered up by Harbor Castle. And a face-off on the way. Just over 14 minutes remaining here in period number 2. And the reason I'm not giving exact time is if we're having enough difficulties with our connectivity in our video. From our view here in the broadcast booth, we can't see the clock. So I have to lean over and then I can see the minutes remaining, but that's about it. Face off far circle to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. Went top of the far circle, wristed in from there, got blocked by the defenses. The Pride able to get a shot away. Lakers bring it back. Kevin Euler across the line, one-on-one to the net. Got bothered from behind by the defender, and he had to take plan B into the near corner with it. Now it came back in behind the net, went over to the far corner now. And bounced back out between the blue lines all the way back into the Roosevelt zone. Back to get it there for the Lakers. That was Andrew Lozenak. Able to clear it out. Kevin Euler now up the far side across the Pride line on the left wing. Whistles in a shot. Far circle right on. And it's going to be held on here by Caleb Krill, and we'll have a face-off coming up. I will step aside, take a look at the clock, and tell you exactly how much time remains. 13:46 remaining in the period. Now a quick face-off and another quick stoppage here, so we'll try it again. Take two on the draw. One nothing Roosevelt with a lead. The only goal coming at 6:01 of the first period. That came from Kevin Euler. After the draw, puck going back in behind the Purdue-Northwest net here to our right. Pride able to take it back. They'll bring it across now into the Lakers zone. Dump back into the far corner. Now back in behind the net it goes. Came around now to the near side. Dylan DeCoe trying to get to it there. Almost lost he did lose his balance. Almost fell down, but he nicely stayed on his skates. Puck came to the neutral zone. Kruger with it now for the Lakers. Fed it up ahead. And across the line now on the right wing side. Here's Joey Coglianese. Brought it back now toward the right wing half board. No penalties here as of yet in the second period. We had a little bit of a flurry of penalty time back in the opening frame. Puck now came to center. And Mike Abrego able to take it back for the Lakers. And now a whistle here as one of the Pride players to the ice. And just as I mentioned penalties, it looks like we're going to have our first Roosevelt penalty of the game. Tanner Hallett will get a 2-minute minor for, I believe, a trip. And we'll have a power play coming up now for Purdue-Northwest. Face-off coming up, far circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. And I want to say that's Blake Martino on the face-off. Yes, it is for Roosevelt. And off the draw, it came here to the near circle, tossed right in on net, and a save made by Harbor Castle. So the Pride chance at a power play. Last couple of games here at home, the Lakers had given up a couple of short-handers. This is the first attempt at a power play for the game for Purdue-Northwest. Face-off coming up near circle to the left of the Laker net now. Looks like that's Brody McIntyre on the draw for Purdue-Northwest. Went around now to the far side. Shot from the bottom of the far circle. Right on. Harbor Castle able to make the save. Now it came here to the left wing corner. Lakers trying to clear. Cannot do so. Came back again to the corner. Rutkai with it there. Has it back after passing it far side. Deals at the near half board. Return pass to Rutkai. Has it at the near point again. Around the perimeter. Back out high now from the midpoint. Shot save made by Castle. And then on the rebound, the Lakers able to clear all the way left to right. Puck now back in behind the net. Taken here by Purdue-Northwest. 1:18 remaining on the Pride power play. 1-0 Roosevelt with a lead. Here come the Pride. Back the other way. Lobbed across the line. They'll work it into the near circle. Back around out front. No one there, and it'll slide back into the Roosevelt zone, into the Purdue-Northwest zone. So an unforced error there by Purdue-Northwest, and they'll try to regroup. Under a minute remaining on their power play opportunity. They'll bank it here along the near boards. Pushed across the line by Powell. Tracked down now in the near corner. Put back in behind the net. Went over to the far side now. Came back here to the right wing point. Fired in from there. Redirected. Got popped into the air. Somebody lost their stick. Came back here. Bottom hash marks near circle. Drop back pass. Good pressure defensively here by the Lakers as now the Pride bringing around the perimeter over to the far side. Rink wide pass to the near side. Wristed in from there. Never got through it. Went over to the far point. Pride again with it here. They'll try to work it in deep. Back in behind the net. Good check applied here, I think, by Bowen Lopez. Bottom of the near circle. Fired in here, and Harbor Castle able to make the save, and we'll have a face-off on the way. And that last shot coming in from Michael Clough. 14 seconds to go on the Purdue-Northwest power play. Here comes the draw near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net now. Here's the draw. Came bottom of the near circle. Poked back in behind the net. Pickerel giving chase here for the Lakers into the far corner. Tried to clear it. Can't do it. Popped into the air. Now it goes out of play again. 5 seconds to go on the penalty here to Tanner Hallett for Roosevelt. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the second period, so we approach the halfway point of the hockey game. It is a 1-0 Roosevelt lead. Face-off coming up far circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. Draw came back to the far point. Lakers able to clear. That should kill the rest of the penalty time. It does. Lakers now push it across. Jack Quigley, bottom of the far circle, skidding in deep. Tried to jam it home, but couldn't get a hold of the puck there at the last second, and it slides into the near corner. Coglianese puts it back in behind the net, and it goes over to the far corner. Purdue-Northwest trying to clear. They turn it over here, and then a whistle just as Michael Somona got possession of the puck. And Michael then kind of raised his arms above his head in frustration, and it looks like Michael Somona, there's a reason for that reaction. He's going to get a 2-minute penalty here. So now Purdue-Northwest will go right back on the power play as we are still just a few seconds shy of the halfway point of the game. It is a 1-0 Roosevelt lead. Shots on goal right now, 19-18 in favor of Roosevelt. Here comes the faceoff, far circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. Danny Bazach on the faceoff for Roosevelt. And the Lakers able to win it. Tanner Hallett banks it out of the zone along the far side. And now Purdue-Northwest trying to reorganize. Puck slides to the far boards in the Pride zone. They nearly turn it over, and now it got poked back into the Roosevelt zone. It'll slide toward the near circle. And a quick shot here is one of the Pride players, couldn't see who right away, caught up to it and fired in a wrister. The save was made by Harbor Castle. That was Leduc on the shot. And then it went to the other end, and now Purdue-Northwest will again regroup. They'll play it now to the near side. And here's Rutkai dumping into the Lakers zone. It swings around into the far corner. Tanner Hallett trying to track it down there, bothered by 2 Purdue-Northwest players. Now a second Laker gets involved in the scrum. Came back now out front, and it'll be cleared all the way back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. 1:04 to go on the penalty. Each team now at 19 shots on goal in the game. Completely different game from last night. Purdue-Northwest last night scoring early and often en route to an 11-4 win. Pride into the Lakers zone shot, and they score from the high slot. A rocket inside the near post, and Purdue-Northwest able to convert on the power play, and they have tied the game at 1. Solberg on the goal. So Solberg on the goal just past the 10-minute mark of the period, and we're tied at 1 after the faceoff. Lakers bring it across the Purdue-Northwest line, and a whistle here as they're offside. So Solberg gets the tally, and we're even at 1. Good pass to Solberg here in the near circle, and he just fired it home short side inside the near post. Faceoff now far right dot in the neutral zone. As we play here, just over 9 minutes remaining now in the second period in a 1-1 game. Face-off won by Roosevelt. They'll dump it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. And Caleb Krill will leave it there now for the Pride. Behind the net, Pride bringing up the far side now. It got poked back into the Roosevelt zone. It'll slide into the near left wing corner. Everybody giving chase there, trying to get to it here. That's still into Deco there for Purdue-Northwest. It came to the near boards. Got by Powell. Lakers able to push it back into the Pride zone. With it here, Micah Brago pulls up bottom hash marks near circle. Skates in through traffic. Trying to backhand it home. Threw it in front and went into the far corner. Lakers able to control it there. Back in behind the net it goes. Came back now to the far boards. Lakers able to control. Run around now to the near corner. Back to the left wing point. And now again into the corner. Fired in from there and hit the far side of the net. Pride able to take it back now. They'll bring it up the far boards. Across the red line and into the Lakers zone it goes. Dumped in from the blue line there and swept aside there. I think there was Connor Picard on the shot there. It looked like 4-4 on the sweater number. And it was swept aside here. Puck came back now to the near side. Rutkai able to keep it in. Tossed it back into the near corner. Puck now banks around back to the near point again. Taken by Leduc. He'll send it in deep. Deflected over to the far side. And now it'll be cleared by Roosevelt back to the neutral zone, but not for long. Pride able to bring it back across the Roosevelt line, and they put it into the far corner. They'll bring it back now, right wing point. And then into the corner again, and then a pass out front here at the midpoint, slides by everybody. And it goes back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Pride will try again. Got deflected back into the Pride zone once again. Krill leaving it behind the net now. He won't. He'll backhand it into the far corner. Trying to get to it, Kevin Euler. Had it knocked away, got it back in behind the net. Trying to toss it in front. That got deflected here to the near point. Kept in here by Bowen Lopez for Roosevelt. He'll deal it into the near corner. Battled for there. Battled for there. 4-player scrum. Still being battled for. Who wants it? The drama continues. It's loose now back behind the net, and the Pride able to get possession of the puck. Here's Clough with it now along the near boards. Sends it over to the far side. It got Karen back into the Roosevelt zone, and now Michael Somona back to take it back here for the Lakers. They'll play it up the far boards across the red line. Tanner Hallett backhanding it into the Pride zone. Euler now has it behind the Purdue-Northwest net. He fell down in the far corner, maintained possession of the puck. Now he loses it. Purdue-Northwest able to rink wide into the near side, but that pass gets away. They battle for it here at the Laker blue line. Now it's dumped back in by Clough into the near corner in the Roosevelt zone. Taken there by Michael Somona. He'll bank it along the far boards. It came back out to center ice. Dumped in by Whitehead. That went wide near side. It hit the glass. Came down back behind the net. Bowen Lopez flips it over to the far side now. Here come the Lakers. Rink wide pass to the near side. Getting by Coglianese, but he tracked it down. Brought it into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Pride able to get an attempt to clear it. Can't do it right away. It's kept in here at the near point by Roosevelt. Pass to the high slot broken up, and Purdue-Northwest able to take it back. They'll flip it ahead. Pass here for Decaux. He spun around here near side. Was able to dump it in anyway. Came in the near corner. Rung around the boards down to the far side. Pride able to take it back. Pass to the high slot. Shot, and it got blocked by the defense. One of the Lakers went sprawling there to block that shot. Puck banks along the far boards. Back into the Pride zone. Whitehead able to take it back there now for Purdue-Northwest. Pride now will bring it up here. Banked along the far boards. It skids by everybody and goes into the far corner of the Roosevelt zone. And will have icing, the call on the way. Good game here. 1-1 the score. Heading toward the latter stages of period number 2 at the Edge. Five minutes, 30 seconds to go here in period 2. Shots on goal staying relatively close. Relatively, it's close. 21-20 in favor of Roosevelt. Here's the draw, far circle now to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. Puck now played into the near corner, and Pride able to clear it out into the zone and all the way back into the Roosevelt end. And it'll be icing on Purdue-Northwest, so another quick stoppage here. Our final game of the year here in 2026. Been a fun season once again. Wins have been at times hard to come by for Roosevelt. It was still a lot of fun to call the games here from Bensenville, western suburbs of the city of Chicago. Saw the game on Flow College last night from the Cube. Watched that broadcast, and a lot of good memories as I've done a couple of calls from the Cube as well. Off the face-off now. Purdue-Northwest able to dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. Back to get it here for the Lakers now. That's going to be Andrew Lozenak. Trying to bring it out of the zone, being bothered by a few players. Now he backhands it out of the zone and slides back into the Purdue-Northwest zone, and the Pride back to take it there. Line change here now for Roosevelt. Purdue-Northwest back right to left. Near side with it, Rudkai dumping it in, right on net, and it was caught shoulder high, and a backhand play there by Harbor Castle, and he holds on, and a face-off is on the way. 1-1 game. Late second period. Here comes the draw, near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Came here now to the near point, back in behind the net it goes. Now into the near corner once again. And again back behind the net. I think that's Decaux with it there. Played it now to the right wing point, wristed in from there. Never got farther than the far face-off circle. Taken back now by Roosevelt. They'll bring it up the far boards. Across the line, Blake Martino trying to drive it into the slot. Able to do so. And then he was able to connect with a teammate. Can't yet say who. And an attempt at a backhander from literally directly in front of the net is turned aside by Caleb Krill. And now it goes back into the Roosevelt zone. That was Kohler Crozier trying to jam it home. Puck down to the far corner. Lakers trying to clear it out. Kept in right wing point for the moment. Now Roosevelt able to toss it back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Back in behind the net. A chase to the puck here. No icing. It slides into the near corner now in the Pride zone. Back around over to the far side it goes. 1-1 game, late second period. Puck came to center. Flipped back in toward the Pride zone here by Tanner Hallett. Came back now to the near circle. Watterson got to it, fired it right on net. Stop was made, and then covering up the puck is Caleb Krill to avoid a secondary shot, and he freezes the puck, and we'll have a face-off on the way. A little bit over 3 minutes remaining here in this second period. 1-1 is the score. Here comes the draw, near circle to the left of the Pride net. It's Watterson, the face-off here for the Lakers now. Draw came back here, near point, thrown back in behind the net. Came back around now to the near side. And it came to center. Reverse back around. Taken eventually here by Purdue-Northwest. They bring it across the center ice logo, flip it across the Laker line. Taken back now by Roosevelt. With it here, Jack Quigley, weaving through traffic into the Pride zone on the far side. Chips it into the far corner, caught up to it, backhanded now behind the Pride net, did Quigley. Puck now toward the near half board, came to the top hash marks, near circle, fired in from there by Watterson. And save made here by Caleb Krill, and he holds on, and we'll have a face-off on the way. We hold it a 1-1 game. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. Face-off near circle to the left of the Pride net now. It'll be Danny Bazach on the draw here for Roosevelt. Here's the draw. Came to the near corner. Came to the near point, rather, and it'll slide back into the Purdue-Northwest, into the Roosevelt zone, rather, as back to track it down, Bowen Lopez. Lopez flipping it ahead. Taken back now by Roosevelt. They'll bring it up the near boards. Huge traffic jam going on there. And now Purdue-Northwest eventually able to get to it there. There was Noah Murphy who dumped it back into the Roosevelt zone. Came around now to the near corner. Battled for here, and now it got played back to center. Rutkai couldn't hold on to it. Micah Brago across the Pride line. Trying to stick handle around two defenders. That didn't work out well. Puck loose now here to the near point. Came back to the neutral zone. And now a dump-in attempt is going to be taken away, and the Pride will dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. Now under 3 minutes remaining in the period. 1-1 game. Looks like we may have a very exciting third period in store. Colter Crozier backhands it now near side into the Pride zone. Purdue-Northwest able to ring it around the boards over to the far side, and they'll bring it up the far side over the red line, over the Laker blue line to the right wing side. Push back into the far corner now. Back in behind the net, backhand centering pass there, taken away by Blake Martino for Roosevelt. He has it taken away, but now the Lakers able to take it back again. Martino across the Pride line on the left wing, into the far circle, shooting right on, and Krill able to make it the butterfly save, and he holds on, and we'll have a face-off coming up. .145 to go in period two. It is a 1-1 game. Here's the draw, far circle to the right of the Pride zone. Pride net, rather, in the Pride zone. And it went bottom of the far circle. Spun around there, eventually taken out of the zone here by Deco. He'll bank it along the near side, then push toward the Laker net. And the players going after it there, left and right. It got poked here to the left wing half board. Lakers trying to clear, can't do it. Kept in near side. And with it there along the near point for Purdue-Northwest was Max Beller. Dumped it into the far corner. Pride still with control. Top hash marks far circle. Tossed in front of the net here in the deep slot. No one was there. It slides to the near corner. Lakers able to clear. Beller got it back. Ring winds it over to the far side. And now put back into the far corner and back in behind the net. Battled for here. Went into the far corner again. Battled for again, taken now here by the Roosevelt Lakers. Under a minute remaining now in period number two. Lakers turn it over. Quick shot here by Leduc. Went wide to the left side. Rebound went over to the far half board. Taken again by the Pride. They toss it in front, deflect it around, and then we have a whistle. So the Lakers turning it over and creating an opportunity, but we stay in a 1-1 tie. Line change here now for Roosevelt. Drake Adams, Martino. Colter Crozier coming onto the ice. Also coming on, Mark Abrego here for the Lakers. Face off far circle to the left now of the RU net. Here comes the draw. Bounces into the far corner. Backhanded by Kevin Euler into the near corner now to our left. 40 seconds to go in the period. Up ahead now. Drake Adams across the Pride line. High slot shooting. And it hit someone there and deflected into the near corner. Didn't see who as I immediately looked to the goal to see if there was going to be a save made. Didn't see who made contact with the puck. Lakers back to get it now in the neutral zone. They play to the far boards. Then it'll be dumped back in by the Pride into the far corner in the Roosevelt end. And they tried to clear. Kept in by the Pride. Down now to 20 seconds remaining. Under 20 now to go in the game. In the second period, rather. Puck came to center. Whitehead dumping it in. Left behind the net here by Harbor Castle. Mark Abrego with it. Rings it around the boards over to the far side. Then a rink-wide pass came to the near side. Catching up to it. Here's Kohler Crozier across the Pride line. File down. Still in control of the puck. Now he lost it. Cleared by Purdue-Northwest. That brings us to the end of period 2. The only goal of the period coming for Purdue-Northwest, as that goal came from Chase Thalberg. And that's where we stand right now, 1-1 game. The only goal of the game for Roosevelt so far at the 6:01 mark of the first period, that came from Kevin Euler. Shots on goal through 2 periods of play. Purdue-Northwest 25, Roosevelt 22. Two teams heading out to the runway. The Zamboni comes out, and we will have a clean sheet of ice to skate on when we return as we head to the third period. We're into the second intermission. We'll step aside, take an extended break, and then we'll be back with you for period number 3. Your score here after 2. It is Roosevelt 1 and Purdue-Northwest 1. We'll continue to pipe some audio through our audio stream here, and then we'll be back for period 3. Hope you'll join us for that. Should be a great conclusion to this season finale here at the Edge. Again, your score at the intermission through 2. It's a 1-1 tie. You're tuned to Roosevelt University Hockey.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And we're back with you live now from the Edge Ice Arena as we continue with our backup call here tonight, our live audio broadcast. We had intended to do live video, but not able to do so. We apologize for that. Good game. 1-1 as we're about to head to the third period here at the Edge. The 2 goals of the game so far, Kevin Mueller getting the scoring started for Roosevelt. That was at 6:01 of the first period. That gave the Lakers the 1-0 lead going into the first intermission, and then the equalizer coming from Chase Sahlberg. That came at 10:32 of the second period. That's where we stand now. It is a 1-1 game heading to period 3. This coming on the heels of a one-sided win last night for Purdue-Northwest, as the Pride won that game 11-4 back at the Cube in Hammond. And Roosevelt trying to bounce back and earn the season-ending series split here. It'll be Purdue-Northwest going now as we look at it from our left to right, and the Roosevelt Lakers right to left. Here we go now for the third period. And there's the draw, and we are underway in period 3. Lakers won the draw, and they'll dump it immediately into the Purdue-Northwest zone. Back behind the net here for Purdue-Northwest, leaving it there, Caleb Krill, who so far has made 24 saves in this game. Harbor Castle making 21 saves thus far in this game for Roosevelt. Puck now loose at center ice, taken back by the Pride. They'll bring it across the Laker line, pushed in deep, and then Castle took his goal stick and pushed it away from the net, came to the near side, and Roosevelt able to get to it eventually. A good opportunity there, but Harbor Castle taking matters into his own hands, and he helped out his teams for certain there. Puck now tossed back into the Purdue-Northwest zone and went flying into the glass behind the net. Came around now to the left wing corner. Pride trying to clear, kept in here by Colter Crozier. Fires in a low wrister that got deflected wide left. Came back now to the near side and taken again now by Purdue-Northwest. They'll play it up ahead across the Laker line now. Here's Noah Murphy. Dropped it here, near circle. Quick shot saved by Castle. No rebound available. That shot coming in from Chase Sahlberg, bidding for his second goal of the game. Back the other way, Drake Adams into the Pride zone. Shooting, and it went wide to the left side into the glass. Puck now came all the way back out to center. They exchanged possession, came to the near boards. Michael Salmona tried to dump it in. It ricochets back to center, and now it's going to be tossed in. As getting to the puck there for Roosevelt, just lobbing it in, Colter Crozier before he comes off the ice. And it'll be taken now by Purdue-Northwest. Pride will bring it up the far boards, now into the Lakers zone. Backhanded into the far corner, bounces around now to the right wing corner. Kept in here now at near point. Tossed in from there, redirect, didn't get, there was no contact on that, on the redirect. And it got played back out to center ice. Purdue-Northwest with it back again. They flip it across the Laker line, came now to the near point in the Roosevelt zone, kept in there by Purdue-Northwest. Backhanded in behind the net, taken there now by Michael Salmona for Roosevelt. He'll play it along the far boards. Now a rink-wide pass came to the near side. Controlling here now Jack Quigley across the line. Tried to split two defenders, got taken down in the process, and then a whistle as the puck cleared the zone. Just underway here in period number 3. 17 minutes and change remaining in the third. It is a 1-1 game. And we have a Purdue-Northwest penalty on the way, so a power play opportunity here for Roosevelt. And it'll be a 2-minute penalty here for Sam Morganti. So we'll see now if Roosevelt can cash in on the power play opportunity here early in the third period. Here's the draw, far circle from Danny Bazach, won by Roosevelt. Watterson, midpoint. Passed it right, has it back. Deals it to the left side. One timed in here by Martino, but it went whistling wide to the right. Puck went over to the far boards now. Taken again by the Lakers. Circle-to-circle pass. Now back out front again to Watterson. To the right wing point. Fake on a slap shot attempt, now put back into the far corner. Back again now to Watterson in the midpoint. Wristing it in. Right on. Save made. Rebound in the slot. And kept in by Watterson as Purdue-Northwest tried to clear it right up the middle. Now put into the slot here by Martino. Broken up, and Purdue-Northwest able to clear it down back into the Roosevelt zone from center ice. New personnel on the ice now for Purdue-Northwest as the Lakers of Roosevelt bring it up the far side now. Tossed back into the near corner. Quigley caught up with it there. Skates in deep. Tried to jam it home. Couldn't pull the trigger. Now whistle here. .107 remaining now on the penalty here to Morganti. Here comes the draw. Near circle to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. 1-1 game. Tension building here in the season finale. Here comes the draw. Came back to the high slot. Lakers moving around the perimeter a little bit. Mike Abrego had it near side. Rink wide to the near side for Bowen Lopez. He couldn't hold on to it, and that allowed Purdue-Northwest to get to it and clear it down all the way. Sahlberg got to the puck there for the Pride. Lakers bringing up the far boards across the blue line. Into the far circle now. Pulling up here, Kevin Euler for Roosevelt. He has the lone goal of the game for the Lakers. Played it to the far half board. Abrego tried to pass it back to the right point, fanned on that attempt. He has it back again now in the far corner. Put back behind the net now for Drake Adams. Adams skates it into the near corner now. Hit from behind. Now Adams got back to it. Backhander stopped here by Krill. Rebound came to the near side in the neutral zone. Catching up to it, Leduc in the Lakers zone. And now he pushed it too far ahead, and way out of the net was Harbor Castle, and he's able to pass it up ahead to center as he cleared the puck. And now the Pride get it back. It's lobbed into the rafters, and it ricochets into the seats below us, and we'll have a face-off coming up. 8 seconds remaining on the Purdue-Northwest penalty. We continue in a 1-1 game. Just over 15 minutes remaining here now in regulation time. Great game to round out the season on this Saturday night. Here's the draw. Into the far corner it goes, rattled around the boards, and now back into the Roosevelt zone as it was cleared all the way by Purdue-Northwest. That'll kill the rest of the penalty time. Morganti comes out of the box. He'll come back to the bench now. And coming back onto the ice now for Purdue-Northwest will be Dylan DeCoe. Up the near boards now and across the line. Lakers bring it into the Pride zone. Backhand pass here in front for Crozier. Got by him, taken back by Purdue-Northwest. 2-on-2 the other way. From the blue line, tossed right on net, caught here by Harbor Castle, and he'll hold on to it, and we'll have a face-off coming up. .16 remaining in regulation time. 1-1 game. Here comes the draw, far circle now to the right of the Roosevelt net. Face-off won by Purdue-Northwest. They bring it around the perimeter to the near side now. Tossed in here by Hobbs. Went right of the net. Trying to get to it there, I think DeCoe behind the net. Played it back out now to Hobbs. Shot from the high slot. Deflected back wide left. Came back out front again. Now put back into the inboards just to the left of the Roosevelt net on the far side. Pushed into the far corner. Lakers able to take it back. Banked along the inboards. Came around out of the near corner. Lakers played up ahead all the way through the neutral zone. Taken back by Purdue-Northwest. They'll play it around now to the near side. Laker defender falling down. That gave Purdue-Northwest a little room to operate. And they'll dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. Deflects off the far side of the net. Lakers able to take it back. They play at the center. Tossed right back in by the Pride, but it didn't go very far. It got taken away here by Jack Quigley. Pride got it back. They dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. We're going back and forth right now. Really neither team able to get much going on offensively. Dump back in now into the Pride zone again. Came to the near side. Kept in by Hallett, put it into the near corner. Euler giving chase for Roosevelt, but the Pride able to get to it first, and they'll bring it out of the zone. Deflected back now deep into the Pride zone again, and now Purdue-Northwest able to clear back to the Roosevelt line. Penalties are all over, both teams at full strength. Puck into the far corner, now we have a whistle here. Let's see if it's going to be icing on Roosevelt. Under 14 minutes remaining now in the third period, 1-1 game. Face off near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Watterson on the face-off for Roosevelt, went to the far corner now. Euler had it, lost it, got it back after the Pride tried to toss it in toward the net. Kevin Euler angles left, dumps it into the Pride zone, caroms toward the goal. Taken there now by Krill, who'll backhand it into the near corner. Pride then rink wide it over to the far side. And then it'll be 2 passes later, tossed right on net from the neutral zone. Stop was made by Castle, came to the high slot. One timed in from there, deflected into the far corner. Getting to it now will be Tanner Hallett here for the Lakers. Passed it over to the far side to Euler. He couldn't hold on to it. Purdue-Northwest put it into the slot. It bounced around there precariously, and then we had a whistle as Roosevelt got to the puck. Purdue-Northwest now is gotten to the 30 shot on goal plateau in the game. They lead the Lakers in that category, 30-28. Both goalies have been great tonight in this season finale. Face-off near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net now. Sahlberg on the face-off here for Purdue-Northwest. Sahlberg won the draw and went into the near corner, around to the far side now. DeCoe couldn't get to it. Now he does catch up to it, deals it into the far circle. It got all the way through, came wide to the right side into the near corner. Now goes back behind the net again, went into the far corner. And the Lakers able to gain control. They'll lob it out of the zone, out to center ice. Hard hit applied here on Crozier as he deals it into the near corner. Goes into the Pride zone. Dumped back in now by, I think, Hallett there, and it got played back in behind the net. Purdue-Northwest now back the other way. Across the line here, near side, Noah Murphy shooting into one wide to the left side. Puck went into the far corner now, and it carries all the way back to the Purdue-Northwest line on the far side. Pride trying to regroup here. They play it ahead now. Got deflected back into the Lakers zone, and we have a whistle, and I believe icing will be the call here on Purdue-Northwest. That puck took a different turn in direction. I thought there was contact there, but the puck will be brought back for a defensive zone faceoff for Purdue-Northwest. Here's the draw, far circle to the left of the Pride net. Danny Bazach wins the draw for the Lakers. Around to the near side now to Bowen Lopez. Lopez tried to chip it in, blocked, and now a breakaway at the other end. I believe this will be Murphy into the slot shooting, and it went wide to the left side. Puck into the far corner. And tracked down there. That's a couple of breakaways tonight that the Pride have had, but not able to convert. A drive now from the midpoint. Deflected out of play, and we'll have a face-off coming up. And Michael Somona comes over and gives Harbor Castle a huge hug. As Harbor Castle, one-on-one there. Looked like it might have gone wide. They did put a shot on goal on the board. To be honest, watching it in real time, I thought it would have gone wide. I think it may have hit Castle's blocker. Either way, face-off coming up now, near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw, back in behind the cage, went over to the far side now. Battled for there, back in behind the net it goes once again in the Roosevelt zone. Somebody's stick has been sawed in half, it looks like. As the Lakers bring it through the neutral zone now. And with the puck, can't see here, it's Watterson. He was behind the Pride players on the bench near side. Deals it into the near corner, came back out front now, and the Lakers play it to center. They lose it. Pride now bring it back across the Laker line. Into the far circle, quick shot here. That was a fan down attempt there. I think that came in from Solberg. Puck into the far corner, came back around down to the near side. Getting to it there, Whitehead. Played it now to Deco, fed it into the slot. No one there. It came back into the far corner. Another try on a centering pass. Deflected again back into the near corner now. Puck came around now to the near side. Whitehead dumping it into the corner near side. Right wing corner, thrown in front. Scramble here, came back to the top of the far circle. Shot from there. That goes screaming wide to the near side. Puck came here now to the near boards. Whitehead again with it. Rink winds it to the left wing point. Tossed in from there, redirected here to the near side. Battled for again. Went into the near corner. Scramble for it there. Again the battle. Came back in behind the net now. Purdue-Northwest able to control. Looks like they're trying to center it here. Now it came back here to the near corner. Thrown in front of the goal. Scrambled again, and it went wide to the right side. And now eventually cleared here by Roosevelt. Morganti back to get it now for the Pride. Across the Laker line on the left wing. Pulls up. Lost it. Got it right back. Fed it now to the high slot. And a backhander here. Stopped by Castle. Rebound over to the far side. With it there, I think, is Murphy. There's a drive. Save. Rebound. And it slides wide to the right side as no second shot was made there by Purdue-Northwest. And now the Lakers will clear to center. Bounces all the way back into the Purdue-Northwest zone. And a couple of players wind up on the ice, but the game goes on, and now Purdue-Northwest clears back into the Roosevelt zone. Banked along the far boards. Lakers flirting with a turnover on their own end, but they bring it out of the zone. They'll dump it back into the Pride zone. Came into the near corner. Krill there tried to reach out and poke it away with his goalie stick. It didn't happen. Pride have it anyway. Rink-wide pass. Karam's off a skate to the Laker blue line. Lakers try to play it to center. Reverse back in now. And it went into the far corner. Pride will peel back, and the Lakers now with possession. They'll bring it up the near boards now. Across the red line. And into the Pride zone, a low line drive shot coming in here from Lucas Karowski, and the save made by Caleb Krill, and we'll have a face-off coming up. .9:37 for regulation time, 1-1 game. Purdue-Northwest now pulling away in that shots on goal category. They're up to 35 now to 29 for Roosevelt. Face-off near circle to the right of the Purdue-Northwest net. Here's the draw. Came into the near corner now. And Purdue-Northwest able to gain possession. They'll bank it along the far boards. And lobbed in from there, from the neutral zone. It went over the line, and offside, I believe, will be the call here. So we'll have another face-off on the way. Final broadcast of the year here from the Edge, and an adventurous one, technically speaking, anyway. But I think we've been able to at least keep a stable signal to get you a live audio feed. Face-off far right dot in the neutral zone now. 1-1 game. Here comes the draw. Won by Danny Bazach for Roosevelt, though it got slid back into the Roosevelt zone and back to retrieve. Bowen Lopez here for the Lakers. Rink-wide pass to the neutral zone. Lakers across the Pride line. Quick shot here, and it'll hit a defender and go out of play, and we'll have a face-off in our future. It'll be a face-off far circle to the left of the Purdue-Northwest net. All right, here's the draw. Not yet, there we go, it's on the ice. Scrambled for it here, it hit the far side of the net as it slid toward the cage. Went to the far corner, Lakers trying to center it here, popped into the air. Who wants it? Pickerel almost got to it. Now a Spinorama high slot. That went wide to the right. Rebound came back out to the top of the far circle. Second shot fired in from there. Both shots coming in from Gabe Kruger. That second one went wide. And now a whistle here after that last shot. And a lot of finger pointing going on right now, it seems, but doesn't look like we'll have any penalties on the way. And we'll have a face-off instead coming up. .8:53 for regulation time. Draw near circle, won by the Lakers. Andrew Lozenak kept it in, rung it around the boards to the far side, but then it's cleared by Purdue-Northwest. Came back into the Roosevelt zone now. And Lozenak got to it. Rams that puck all the way up the near side and in back behind the Purdue-Northwest net. Pride trying to bring it out. They're able to bring it through the neutral zone. Angling to the right across the Laker line on the near side. Solberg fires right on, and a butterfly save made by Harbor Castle, and he holds on. And another face-off is going to be coming up. Just over 8 minutes to go here in this third period. 1-1 game. Drama here in the season finale at the Edge. Had some great games of late here. Lakers a couple of weeks ago against Davenport had a 3-2 lead late, gave up 2 late goals in a tremendous game, a heartbreaking loss. Lakers had a 1-goal loss again last weekend, if memory serves, here at the Edge after a one-sided defeat the night before against Calvin University. Face-off after the face-off, a loose stick again on the ice far side. The owner of that stick has retrieved it. Puck came out to the neutral zone, across the line now, firing it in, and a stick save made by Krill on the shot that came in here from Karowski. Puck came to the near side now. Purdue-Northwest giving chase. Trying to track it down near corner here. Michael Klov came back now to the near boards. Popped into the air. Knocked down at center ice by the Pride. And they'll dump it back into the Lakers zone. Rung around the dasher board all the way now around to the far side and then the near side. It's in the near corner. That's kind of an obstructed view from our viewpoint here in the booth. Lakers take it back. Danny Bazach up the far boards across the Pride blue line on the right wing side. Tried to jam it home there. Into the slot, that got broken up. Play to the near boards. Lakers back to retrieve. They bank it along the near side. Who wants it? Taken by Powell now. Ran into some trouble along the near boards, but he was able to backhand it into the Lakers zone anyway. And now Roosevelt clearing all the way right to left. Never got to the goal line, so no icing, and the game going on. Puck came around now to the near corner. Pride controlling back in behind their own net now. They'll bring it up left to right. Puck banked along the near boards. Got by Deco, went into the near corner now. Back in behind the net and over to the far corner. Taken here now by the Lakers. They'll bring it through the neutral zone across the blue line on the right wing side. Pushed back in now behind the Pride net. Came here to the near corner. Who wants it? Purdue-Northwest able to gain control. They'll peel back in behind their own net. Now they'll regroup here a little bit. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third period in this second game of the weekend. Pride into the Lakers' zone. Centering pass just beyond the intended recipient in the slot. It came into the near corner. Played back in behind the net once again. Now it got sent into the far corner again. Lakers try to clear. They're able to lob it out to the neutral zone. Purdue-Northwest able to take it back, and then they'll flip it back into the Lakers' zone. New personnel on the ice now for Purdue-Northwest as the game going on all the while. Puck now back behind the Roosevelt net. Tanner Hallett backhanding into the right wing corner. Came here now to the near point. Whitehead, near point shooting. Got blocked by the defense in the deep slot. Lakers able to clear along the near side. It bounces back into the Pride zone. The two players going after it. One was Kevin Euler. They both went to the ice. Slid for about 25 feet. Now both are back on their skates. Lakers have it in the Pride zone. Around to the near side. Michael Solmona with it now. Solmona tried to play it in toward the net. Got deflected to Kevin Euler. He brings it back now behind the net. Euler with it again. Played it now. Bottom of the far circle. Reversed back once again behind the net. Hard hit applied here. Pride trying to clear. Kept in left wing point by Solmona. Wrister a riser. And somehow Krill was able to look through the traffic, reach up and make an eye-high backhand catch for the save. Well, it looked like he was screened quite a bit there. But in the end, we remain tied at 1. Getting late here in period number 3. Under 6 minutes to go in regulation. Face off to the midpoint. Wristed in from there. Got deflected over to the far side as Mark Abrego wristing it in from the midpoint. Came now out high slot. Bazacha spinorama there that got deflected wide to the left side. Came back into the left wing corner again. Trying to track it down there. That's Mark Abrego. Or rather Mike Abrego. Came back out to center. Went over to the far side now. Hard hit applied here. That draws the reaction from the crowd as a hard hit was applied along the far boards in the neutral zone there by Mark Abrego. Well, Lakers have it back in their own zone. They play it through the neutral zone back toward the Pride line. Now it slides deep into the Pride zone. Krill out of the net, leaves it back behind the net for his teammates. Another stick is on the ice, and now a whistle here. Well, right after that play where I think it was Kevin Euler who lost his stick. Was that Euler or was it Lozenak? Actually, yeah, I think it was Andrew Lozenak. Yeah, he lost his stick, and right after that happened, after the stick hit the ice, the whistle sounded, and a penalty now coming up here for Purdue-Northwest. This will be Brock Barron, and a little bit of excitability there from the penalty box down below. We'll call it that. Lakers now with a power play coming up here. Great chance for the Lakers on the power play. Face-off went to the far point now. Controlled by Watterson. Right wing half board down to Danny Bazat. Skates into the far circle. Tried to deal it into the slot. Knocked away. Came down to the near point. Taken there by Watterson. Rings it around the boards over to the far side now. Pride able to get to it, but they cannot clear. Lakers able to keep it into the right wing half board. They hold it there. Came back out front now to Watterson. And to the near circle and swinging and missing. Fanning on the shot, Blake Martino. And the Pride able to clear all the way. Leduc giving chase here now in the Lakers zone. Castle out of the net, rung it over to the far boards now to Bazat. He'll backhand it behind the Roosevelt net again. Lakers able to take it back right to left. 1:18 remaining in the power play here for RU. Pass up ahead now to Andrew Lozenak. He's across the line, offside the call here, and a face-off on the way. 1:14 to go on the Roosevelt power play late in this third period. 1-1 game. .340 remaining in regulation time. Face-off far left out of the neutral zone. In for a dramatic conclusion here at the edge in this season finale. Puck went back into the Roosevelt zone, rather the Pride zone, lob back to the Laker blue line. To the near side now, here's Abrego with it. Flipped it across the blue line, but then it's reversed back immediately by Purdue-Northwest as they clear it all the way left to right. Bowen Lopez back to retrieve here for the Lakers, and he'll bring it back behind his own net. Under a minute remaining on the Roosevelt power play. Lakers now moving it here right to left. Pass into the neutral zone. Across the line now, Jack Quigley. Has it, bottom of the near circle now. Brought it back to the point. And then a whistle as the Lakers try to rink wider. There was some action. I was watching the puck. There was some action going on here in front of the net, and it looks like the net was dislodged, and so they have to reattach it. That's the reason for the whistle. 44 seconds remaining on the penalty. Time starting to wind down in this game now. Still just over 3 minutes remaining in regulation time. 3:13. Here's the draw, near left out of the neutral zone. All right, popped into the air right near the blue line along the near boards. Popped into the air again, and as the puck was at its apex on its flight through the air, a whistle. 38 seconds to go on the power play. Face off near left out of the neutral zone. 1-1 game. So far, no scoring in this third frame. Here comes the draw, near left out of the neutral zone. Won by no one initially. Now taken by Kevin Euler across the line, shooting. Low line drive and a knee-high catch made there by Caleb Krill, and a hold on for another face-off coming up. .259 remains in regulation. 33 seconds to go on the penalty. Face-off near circle to the right of the Pride net. Now a whistle before the drop of the puck. We'll try it again. It's Jack Quigley on the face-off for Roosevelt. And now as the puck hit the ice, another whistle. What's going on? Quigley's been chased out of the circle. Drake Adams will come in instead. We'll try it again. Now another Pride player will come into the circle. All right, we're going to try it again, and now players are backed off here. This is getting a little bit weird. And now the faceoff came to Bowen Lopez near point. Lopez feeds it to the far circle. Rister in from there, and it went flying wide to the near side. Looked like their Krill had his blocker up there ready to make the save, but it went wide near side to his right. Puck came here now to the left wing half board. 15 seconds to go on the penalty. And now the Pride able to clear it. It bounces high into the air, came down to the Laker blue line. Tracked down there by Kevin Euler for Roosevelt. He'll circle around now to the near boards. Veering through traffic. Got around two men into the near corner. Dropped it back now to the near circle. And then cleared by Purdue-Northwest all the way. That'll kill the penalty time. Both teams back to full strength. Getting very, very late in this game. Under 3 minutes remaining in regulation now. Lakers, they'll bring it up now across the Pride line. Toward the far half board. Chipped in from there and deflected out of play, and we'll have a face-off coming up. .210 left for regulation. 1-1 game. Well, we have overtime in our season finale here. Here comes the draw, far circle now to the left of the Pride net. And now a Laker has been chased out of the circle again. Won by the Lakers anyway. Hallett, after a rink-wide pass, twisting it in, blocked by the defense, came to the near boards now, taken back by Purdue-Northwest. Backhanded into the Lakers zone by Noah Murphy. It went back in behind the RU net. Players tumbling to the ice there. Came back out front now, taken back by Roosevelt. They'll bring it up the near boards, across the Pride line. With it here, Crozier dropped it back on a nice pass there to Bazach. Fed it in deep. It got through, and a save made by Krill. Then they'll hold on, and we'll have a face-off coming up. One minute, 46 seconds to go in regulation. Shots on goal. Again now nearly even. 37-36 in favor of Purdue-Northwest. Face-off far circle to the left of the Pride net. Came back now to the far point. Into the high slot it goes, and then backhanded out of the zone by the Pride. Taken back by Andrew Lozenak right when he got the puck at the blue line. We heard the whistle. And a stoppage here. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off for Roosevelt. Opportunity here for Purdue-Northwest. Face-off far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net now. Here comes the draw. Pushed into the slot. Lakers able to take it out of the zone. They'll play it to the near side to Drake Adams. Across the line. Got around one defender. Pushed the puck, though, too far ahead. Purdue-Northwest with it back. They'll bring it through the neutral zone. And a couple of players wind up on the ice. The Pride able to bring it across the line. Leduc got taken down. He's back on his skates. Thrown in front here. A little bit of a scramble. Puck now poked to the high slot. Pride had a chance there, not able to convert. They have it at the left wing point. Played now to the near side. Whitehead holding it there. Back now to the midpoint. Wristed in from there. And it got deflected wide to the right side. Came back out front again. Again to the high slot. Tossed in. Again deflected here wide right. Pride tried to redirect there on a shot by Morganti. Now it came back into the left wing corner. Under a minute remaining in regulation. Morganti with it near point. Sends it in. They try to redirect it and went wide right. Well, a lot of traffic going on right now in front of the net on these shots. Morganti with it again, right point. Deals it to the far circle. Fed into the slot here. Poked away. It slides back toward the blue line. Oh, both players from either team, Morganti and Martino, went flying toward the puck. They both went down to the ice, took their sticks, and each swiped at it to the point where the shafts were crossing each other like an X on the ice, and then eventually it got knocked out of play. That was wild. 34 seconds for regulation. Face-off near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Came back here to the near point. Denty able to keep it in for the Pride. Tried to get around the defender. Tossed it in right to the Laker net. It goes back behind the cage. A little bit of a mini wrestling match going on there. That looked like a lot of contact. We'll call it that as it went into the far corner. Lakers able to clear back to the Pride zone. Purdue-Northwest with it back. 12 seconds to go in regulation. Pride trying to bring it across the line. Lakers able to prevent that. Now it's lobbed back into the Lakers zone into the near corner. Down to 3 seconds remaining. And it looks like we'll have OT here tonight at the Edge. As we come to the end of regulation play, your score at the end of 3 periods. The issue not yet decided. We have free hockey on the way. 1-1 after 3. No scoring in the third period. Shots on goal for the game through regulation. 39 for Purdue-Northwest, 36 for Roosevelt. So extra hockey on the way. We're going to step aside, and then we will come back with the overtime as your score here. Season finale and senior night. Roosevelt 1, Purdue-Northwest 1. We'll take a break, come back for OT after this. This is Roosevelt University Hockey.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/olderadults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
We come back for 3-on-3 overtime hockey. 5 minutes posted on the board. Next goal will win it, or maybe a shootout. Here we go. Lakers will be going left to right in the overtime. Purdue-Northwest right to left. Danny Bazach on the face-off here for Roosevelt. The puck stands still at the center circle, taken by Danny Bazach. He brings it across the blue line. Tried to drop it ahead. Now he has it back again. Into the near circle. In deep. Tries to stick handle in. Tried to backhand and it went wide left. Puck down to the far corner. Bazach with it again here for Roosevelt. Bazach being bothered here from behind. He'll bring it back to the neutral zone. The Lakers get back onside. Across the line now. Here's Abrego with it. Had it knocked away. Taken away here by Leduc for Purdue-Northwest. He'll circle around in his own zone. Leduc across the red line. Into the Lakers zone on the left wing. Skates around one man. Got around Hallett. And a sharp angle backhander hit the near side of the net. Then he took a tumble, went sliding into the boards far side. Battled for here. Leduc still on his knees, trying to hold on to the puck. Lakers able to get it back. Still over 4 minutes remaining in the OT. Danny Bazach right up the gut in the open ice. Angles his way into the near circle now in the Purdue-Northwest zone. Puck came back around now over to the left wing circle. Lakers holding it there. Blake Martino with it, bothered from behind. Put into the far board. Scramble for the puck here. The scrum, rather, to be more accurate. They battle for it. Came back out now. Top of the far circle. Pride can't clear. Oh, it got pushed in inadvertently toward the net. Pushed away there by Caleb Krill. Puck now came here to the near point, and now into the right wing corner it goes. Purdue-Northwest now. They'll play it to the far side, then back around to the near side as they bring it out of the zone. Backhand pass up ahead, overleads the intended recipient by about 6 feet, went into the far corner. Jammed up now against the end boards. It came loose. Lakers able to get it back in the near corner in their own zone. They'll bring it up the near boards now. Fed up ahead, but Solberg taking it away now after Watterson had it for the Roosevelt Lakers. Solberg passed it across the blue line. Pride with it in deep. They'll steer it back in behind the net and now around to the near side. Puck got played back out front. Shot in from there, redirected. It hit the glass behind the net, but did not go out of play. Pride with it again, near corner now. They try to bring it back into the near point. With it there now, Clough. Back skates to Solberg, near point. Solberg inching in, peels around now, has it bottom hash marks near circle. Brought it back to the left wing point, circles around again. Into the near corner. Threw it in front, got deflected here to the end boards. Battled for there. Taken back by Purdue-Northwest. They have it behind the Roosevelt net. Precarious here for the Lakers. Backhand centering pass got broken up, came back out to the high slot. Taken here now as getting to the puck here for Purdue-Northwest. That's going to be Carson Finney. Put it in deep. They try to jam it home. Quick shot. Sticks in the air, but it looks like the net is loose, and so we'll go on in this overtime. .2:27 remaining in the OT. 1-1 game. Great way to finish the season here at the Edge. And it looks like we've had a timeout taken. Timeout on the ice. About halfway through the OT, tied at 1. This is Roosevelt University hockey.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
As we come out of the timeout, about halfway through the overtime period, still tied at 1 here at the Edge. Here comes the draw near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. So we await the draw. Not yet. Now we'll have a second Pride player enter the faceoff circle. This will be, I think, Leduc now. Yep, Colin Leduc. Faceoff went to the far side now. Lakers able to play it back to the neutral zone where it's retrieved here by Purdue-Northwest. Played along the far boards now. Long pass ahead now. Rutkai across the line shooting. And Harbor Castle held on, waited a second, then dropped the puck in front of the net. Lakers now played ahead. Here's Kevin Euler up the left wing into the Pride zone. In from a sharp angle. Dropped it back for Adams. That pass was broken up. Taken back now by the Pride. They'll play it through the neutral zone, but they can't advance it. Here comes a breakaway now. In deep, Euler. Stick handling and shoots. And it hit the near side of the net. And the game remains tied. Lakers had 2 players all alone in the opposing team zone, but they could not convert. Puck now jammed up along the right wing corner boards. Back in behind the net now. Pride able to take it back. As now they'll bring it up the ice. And I'm not sure if the clock has gone dead here. As now the puck came back here to the near side. Kevin Euler across the lane. And a butterfly save made as Euler takes the shot. Save made, and we'll have a face-off coming up. So 1:18 remains now in regulation time. Looked over and thought I saw a blank display there for a second around the large speaker that obstructs we can see the rest of the scoreboard, just not the clock. Face-off went into the far corner now as we're back at it, and the puck now slides to center. Taken back here by Roosevelt now. They'll back skate it into their own zone. Send it over to the far side. Lakers still with it in their own end. Danny Bazachville back in behind his own net. Oh, he gave it away as he slipped and fell. Pride with it back now. Under 1 minute remaining in the OT. Here's Rutkai with it now, left wing point. Deals it now, bottom hash marks near circle. Brought around now to the far side by Clough. He has it far boards, rings it around the boards, back in behind the net. Pride able to control there. They bring it back to Rudkai near point. He back skates to the midpoint. Played it back now. With it is Solberg. Solberg, he'll bring it back now to the neutral zone. Pride have to get back on side here. Solberg back skates into his own zone. Flips it ahead rather casually. Pride bring it across the line. Into the near circle. Centering pass. One time didn't. Went wide to the right side. Rebound. Far post. Lakers able to clear it away from the goal, but not out of the zone. Kept in by Powell near point now. Powell into the far circle. Had it knocked away. Went to the far boards. Lakers able to take it back. Final seconds of the OT. Lakers across the Pride line. Fed in front here. Just too far for Tanner Hallett. Went into the right wing corner. Went back in behind the net, and that'll bring us to the end of overtime. And no goals on the board. We remain tied at 1. We'll take a break, come back to decide this season finale at the Edge after this timeout. This is Roosevelt University Hockey.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
So we'll head to a shootout here at the Edge. 1-1 game through overtime. What a way to end the season here. And for Purdue-Northwest, they will have the first shot of the shootout. And they'll be going, as we look at it here, left to right in the shootout. And it'll be Solberg, who was the only goal of the game with the first attempt for Purdue-Northwest. Skates in across the line, angles in, high slot, back stick handles in, tries a backhander, stopped by Harbor Castle. So now the Lakers will have their first shootout opportunity here. They'll be going right to left. Here's Watterson now with it here for RU across the line. Into the zone, top hash marks, near circle, stick handling in, trying to backhander, never really got it released, and so he misses. And so neither team able to score in round number 1 of the shootout. Remember, we had one game a few years ago, back in the Robert Morris days. Robert Morris and Illinois went something like 8 shootouts. Here now is Powell on the second attempt here for Purdue-Northwest. Sharply angles in deep, shooting, wide left, and so he misses. And now the Roosevelt Lakers will try round number 2. So now it'll be Danny Bazach, one of the 2 seniors honored here on Senior Night 2026. He'll take the puck at center ice. Angles left across the line. Came to the top of the near circle. Now into the slot. Shooting, he scores! Danny Bazach, very patient, top shelf, and the Lakers have a 1-0 lead in the shootout going to round 3. Now on the shot here for Purdue-Northwest. Looks like it'll be Michael Klav. He'll take it at center ice. Angles right. Back to his left. Into the slot. Stick handles in. Shooting. And he's able to bury it from point-blank range to tie the shootout at 1. So now round 3 here for the Lakers. And it'll be now Blake Martino across the line near side. Skates into the slot. Shoots. Stopped there by Krill. So, a little confusion going on here now, as we'll head to round number 4. It looks like we may have another try here for the Lakers now, as Martino across the line again near side. And he comes up shooting, and the stop made by Krill again. So now we'll head to round number 4. And here now is going to be for Purdue-Northwest. It'll be Carson Finney. Finney on the move across the blue line. Skates into the slot. Backhands. Stopped there by Harbor Castle. Roosevelt Lakers in a shootout, winning it 2-1. Well, our great thanks to all of you for tuning in. Lakers able to celebrate a win here in their season finale. In a shootout, they take it by a final of 2-1. We hope you all have a great spring and summer. We'll look back for you in the fall.